Video from inside the restaurant shows a table of 16 people eating and enjoying themselves. Frida's manager, Jesse Gonzalez, says they were one of the last tables seated around 10:30 Sunday night, a half hour before close.
And they came at the last minute, and we didn't think anything of it.
He says they treated themselves, ordering some of the most expensive things on the menu, including $11 margaritas.
Burritos, the hefty grinder burritos, the Frida's special steaks, steak and shrimp.
But soon he says the bartender got a whiff of something that didn't smell like grilled steak and peppers.
It was just one guy that was just smoking weed, and we asked him to stop, and I guess he was like the leader of the group, and we just went out and listened to him and made a scene.
There's no sound in the surveillance video, but at this point Gonzalez says the group started berating the staff.
They started getting louder and louder, getting upset, started yelling. That's when they started making offenses to the server and telling them, like, come on, come on.
Eventually, one by one, people finish their drinks and leave the table. Except for these two women left behind. They didn't seem to be in as much of a hurry. She even carries her blue margarita away from the table and continues to drink it after the group ignores staff and skips out on their $420 bill. Gonzalez says they even pushed one of the servers in the stairwell. He says he's never seen anything like it.
Our walkouts are, hey, they forgot to pay, or they'll come back the next day. Major walkouts like that, that's our first biggest one.
Gonzalez says he thinks they planned the whole outburst, so they could skip out on the bill.
You don't think that they're going to do that, especially on a Sunday night. And, yeah, just one guy got them all riled up, and they all left at the same time.
The manager says at this point he's not too worried about the money. He's just glad all of his staff is okay. But he does want police to catch the people who did this. So if you recognize anyone in the video, make sure you call Memphis police in Midtown.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now, when I woke up this morning, I felt something in the spirit because God kissed it and the devil missed it. Yes, he did. Anyway, thanks to my subscribers, my family, how we talk over here. Anyway, I want to thank them very much for sending me this story. And I also heard about this story through my sister also. She like, you got to look into this, Trey. So I'm like, well, I don't think 16 people can walk out on one damn bill if that's possible. And the bill wind up to be $420. Now, this story is brought to you by Memphis, Tennessee, as Tennessee, for short, for Tennessee, if you will. Now, Tennessee has been in the news a lot lately, and I understand that you all might think that it's me holding something against Tennessee, but I'm not. I'm just reporting what I'm getting. I'm just a messenger. I mean, Tennessee been in the news so much to the people in Florida are sending me personal emails congratulating me like, man, thank you. Thank you for giving us a break like Nell Carter. Anyway, even the governor Rick Scott in Florida even called, hit me up. Well, he didn't call, he hit me up and said, I appreciate you for not putting us on blast because we got some stuff going on too, but Tennessee has been taking the case, so I want to thank you, Know the Ledge. So I'm like, okay, Scott, you got that. Anyway, we have a group of people, yes, big ass people. Now, if you offended by your weight and you don't want to pay attention to the story and you want to just criticize about what I'm going to say about these big ass women and these old soft ass dudes going up in this restaurant, the restaurant named Frida's. And for those of you who are in that Memphis area, you should know about Frida because they got some good ass food like Papados. But anyway, now these people went up in these folks' restaurant knowing damn well they wasn't going to pay for shit. Yes, they wasn't going to pay for a damn thing, especially that big one. And I think that's Big Brenda right there. She's been known to dine and dash all over the country. So I'm going to read a snippet from this story. And I'm going to give my opinion surely as we go. Police seek customers who smoked weed. Some of that fire, some of that loud, that Reggie, that Kush, that marijuana, that Colombian gold. Yes, in there smoking weed. Walked out on a $420 restaurant bill. You might want to say $420. What did they eat? Come to find out, there was all the $11 margaritas. There was all the steak and shrimp. You know we love our steak and shrimp. They ordered chalupas, everything. You know what I'm saying? Stuff you could have got at Taco Bell, some of it. But Big Brenda, I think she must have ordered about $100 herself because she had about 5 plates around her. Anyway, let's go and dig into this story. Police are looking for a group more than a dozen diners who allegedly tried to smoke marijuana inside a restaurant before causing a scene and walking out on a $420 bill. And a lot of you all that's not hip to the game, or what they say true to the game, anyway, might be thinking, why would they cause a scene, Trey? The reason why they caused a scene, because that was the decoy. That was the build a case on these people, so they could say, well, we weren't satisfied with the service, even though we ate all your stuff up, even though we ate all your shit up. You feel me? That's how he said. Anyway, so that's what people do. And a lot of times when they want to start stuff, or when they know they're in the wrong or their intentions not good, they will start trouble with you, whether it's in this instance or whether it's in a relationship or whatever else or anything. You know, you got to watch that. So it's like this for me. If you want to start something, we're gonna all start it together. It would have been me, my team. If I'm the manager, we all would have went down up in there. But we would have had trouble with Big Brandon. We would have had to enlist the help of a few customers to take that big well down. Yes, that's a big one right there. I don't care what none of you all said. She had arms like Hulk Hogan back in the prime, 22-inch arms. Anyway, the incident happened Sunday night at Frida's Mexican restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee. WREG reported the group of 16 came in at 10:30 p.m., a half hour before closing. An hour and a half before closing. Now, you know damn well if that many people coming in there and y'all about to close, you better alert yourself, because either they come in here to start a fight, or they in there looking for somebody, baby mama or baby daddy, or they finna come in there and do a dine and dash, or they gonna come in there and whoop one of y'all ass behind that counter. That's the only way I can see them coming in there that damn deep, that late at night when we're about to close. Because I'll be mad as hell. You know how some of y'all get. I used to work in the restaurants when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Real young. And I know when we get ready to close, you know how some of us start putting our stuff up early. So we like, probably one or two more people. Then just imagine a whole group of people coming in and mess up your whole night. You can't even get off work on time. Anyway, let's continue. Now, they came in at the last minute. Frida's manager, Jesse Gonzalez, told WERG, "We didn't think anything of it." Well, damn, Jesse, you know better now. And being in Memphis, I know doggone well somebody done put you up on game and said, man, look, you gotta watch certain people, because certain people will get over on you if you let them, and that's just the way it is. Now, according to Gonzalez, the group ordered some of the most expensive things on the menu, $11 margaritas, and the Frida special burrito. Memphis, tell me what they got in that special burrito, because I've been hearing a lot about that damn burrito. Do I got to drive over there to Memphis and try it myself? And it sounded like Mr. Jesse, the manager, was more mad, more pissed off about them damn margaritas. I can imagine, because hell, a lot of work went in them margaritas. He is not happy about them margaritas. Now, those steak and shrimp, you could have took that. He probably wouldn't even tripped about that, but he's mad as hell about those margaritas. Now, the grand burritos, Frida's special steak and shrimp, he said to WREG, he remember everything, and he started naming it down from A to Z. You feel me? Soon after, the bartender said he noticed an odd smell coming from the group, and it wasn't Big Brenda over there farting or pooing or nothing like that. It was none of them healthy cows that she had with her. There was some healthy sensation girl. Anyway, no, what they smelled was that Reggie. Well, like they was having a loud challenge up in the restaurant. And you have to ask yourself, why would somebody sit up here and come in a restaurant and start trying to smoke like that? It doesn't make no sense. So clearly, their intentions was not good. And Jesse, that's that loud. They was in there smoking that Reggie on your watch. So you got to do a better job of patrolling your restaurant. You can't be no manager of these restaurants and in there acting like you got sugar in your tank. In other words, acting soft. You know what I'm saying? You letting these people run out the store. You know they finna get ready to run out your damn business, your store, restaurant, whatever you want to call it. I mean, that's when you're supposed to barricade the damn door. I know you got some overweight cook back there in the back that can hold that door down. I know you got a big Bertha in the back or a big Shirley or something, but it'll take that to hold down Big Brenda, because that's a big woman. Let's continue. Now, it was just one guy smoking weed. We asked him to stop. I guess he was the leader of the group, and he made a scene, Gonzalez said. The boy, the leader of the group, like Riff Raff. You feel me? From the Little Rascals. Anyway, it's always got to be one leader, but I doubt if he was the leader. Big Brenda, the one you see, the biggest one out the whole group, that was the leader right there. You know what I'm saying? Like Jabba the Hutt. Gonzalez told WREG that the group got mad and started berating the staff. Like, forget y'all. Yeah, we gonna run out on y'all. We ain't finna pay for this shit. We don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say. And matter of fact, these shrimp weren't even cooked all the way, and those steak, it tasted like they wasn't even done all the way. They still had blood in them. They started making up all kinds of excuses. These margaritas giving me gas. I gotta pee too much, so we're not gonna pay. And that's how people will do you after they eat up all your stuff. Then they want to start complaining. See, there was a time to call the police right right there, just have them on standby outside. Like, I just might need you. You know, just stay outside. You ain't got to come in, because I think they finna try something. Either they're going to try to rob us, or they're going to try to sit on us, because there was some big-ass girls in that group, or they're going to run out this restaurant, do a dine and dash. Let's continue. Now, they started getting louder and louder, and we talking about their voice, not that weed smell. Getting upset, yelling offenses to the server, saying, come on, he said. Now, they come in there and start all this shit, but this goes to show you how people is. They would be down bad in the wrong. Down bad mean being wrong about something. Instead of them coming in there just paying the bill, or just still gonna dine and dash, leave out. No, they want to start trouble. They want to start trouble with the whole staff, because they come in there with what? BS on their mind. And what is BS? That's what we call, what's that word? Yeah, bullshit. But they come in there with bullshit on their mind, and then they want to interrupt the whole flow of the whole restaurant. See, they need a real manager in there, a man or a woman, somebody who gonna go toe to toe with them. You want to square up? We can square up. We can do all that. You feel me? Anyway, let's go on. After the blow up, the group left the table and exited the restaurant. One by one, Gonzalez says one of the customers pushed a waiter in the stairway on the way out, and Big Brenda just took her time getting up. Ooh, she was so full. Did you see? I could just see all the shrimp and steak swimming up in her stomach. I'm telling you, all up in them big old arms. Arms make about 5 of mine. And then them other 2 big heifers that was pulling up their pants. They done ate so much they stomach hanging all off their damn pants. Hell, matter of fact, that's why they ass so big right now, because you up in here stealing all this damn food, and you knowing damn well you ain't gonna exercise. Probably went home and slept good that night. You feel me? After running out on these people food. And it's a good thing that they have this on video. And I know some of y'all in Memphis, no one knows some of these people. Hell, I might be talking to some of y'all now. Some of y'all might be subscribed to the channel. And if you is, I feel sorry for you, boo-boo. Let's continue. Now, 2 women reportedly stayed behind to finish their drinks while ignoring the wait staff. That's them 2 big heifers, the 2 ones that's under Brenda. Those her minions, her sidekicks, if you know what I mean. Now, they stayed back like it was all good. Like, girl, I'm going to finish mine. I ain't worried about nothing. I wish somebody would touch me, even though they wrong. That's how people do. I mean, they can be dead wrong and still dare somebody to F with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell do you think you are? What do you think you're doing? I mean, that's a sad situation. I'm serious. Now, they each then left, leaving behind a $420 restaurant bill. Me and my crew, if I was the manager, if I was Mr. Jesse Gonzalez, we would have stumped a mud hole in their ass, like the old folks said. We would have just set it off. You feel me? And try to hope that Fridas would put up that bail money for me and my team when we got through getting ready to drop these bees on these people for not trying to come in there and pay their bill like they were supposed to. Now, Gonzalez said he was shocked by the walkout, but thinks it was planned. No shit, Sherlock. Yes, Gonzalez, it was planned. You think those people went in there that deep, number one, that deep on a night, you know, and it's not after church, it's not after a basketball game, nothing. When you see somebody coming in a restaurant that deep at night, I don't care if they teenagers, I don't care if they old folks, they got BS on their mind, they got bullshit on their mind, and they gonna set it off up in there like Queen Latifah and Jada Pinkett. Now, our walkouts are usually because they forgot to pay, or they'll come back the next day. Major walkouts like that, that's our first and biggest one, he said. That's Gonzalez talking. So, you mean to tell me y'all got a history of people walking out, they come back the next day and pay? Try that shit in LA or damn Texas or Chicago, especially in New York. You're going to wind up with about 5 shots in your ass. You feel me? Try walking out some of these damn restaurants. You see what they did to the owner did over there. What was that in Alabama? Yes. Was that Dung seafood or something? Doo seafood? Something? Yeah, Doo seafood. Yeah. So, I mean, he slapped the shit out of his own employee. I mean, he knocked the hell out of his own employee. Imagine what he'll do if you walk out without paying him. And I think the employee was like a $7-8 refund. So imagine what Mr. Do would do for $420. Mr. Do would put all his foot up each one of them ass. You know what I'm saying? And 2 foots up Big Brenda's ass. Let's continue. You don't think they are going to do that, especially on a Sunday night, Gonzalez added. One guy got them all riled up at the same time. It was planned, and that's probably the main one out the whole group that probably came up with the idea, him and Big Brenda, because Big Brenda was down for anything. If it's down with food, she's about that. Now, if it's about a job and trying to clean her house up or raise her kids, she ain't about that shit. But if it's about going somewhere and dine and dash, get some food, some nutrition in her belly, she's all for it. Now, Gonzalez said he is relieved his workers would not hurt, but hopes the police catch all involved. And the first one they should catch is Big Brenda, because it's hard as hell And y'all might be wondering why the hell I'm on Big Brother so much. Because you got to be the craziest woman alive to know damn well that we're not going to mistake you. It's not going to be no mistaken identity with her. I mean, the police can see her in the supermarket 5 years from now and say, you that girl that walked out on Frida's with that bill? Turn your big ass around. You feel me? How did you know it was me? Ain't nobody else looking like you. But anyway, let me know what you all think about this video. And also, stop going to these people damn restaurants if you know damn well you're going to play games. And all these excuses that people make, well, they could give something back to the community. Yeah, they're going to give something back to the community, all right, some bullets in your ass. You feel me? You know damn well that you had no intentions to go in there paying this restaurant any kind of money for their services. That's what I'd be mad about. Those people in there had to cook that food. You know what I'm saying? Those shrimps just didn't jump in the damn skillet and cook themselves. Those steaks just didn't magically chop themselves up and season themselves and with the sauce with the shrimp. They didn't do that. Those margaritas just didn't get ice in the cup. The ice ran out the refrigerator, jumped in there. You know what I'm saying? All the mixing packs came together and somebody stirred it up. That means somebody had to do that. That takes work. And people that work should get paid. So that's what I'm more pissed out about. Imagine if you was in that situation, somebody come in there doing you like that. Because, let's just show you lack of respect. No respect, number one. And then when something happened or if a gun get pulled, because what if the guy would have pulled a gun and said, no, y'all not going nowhere, with no intentions to kill him, just to hold him till the police came, and the so-called leader of the pack, riffraff, would have pulled out his gun. It would have been a whole shootout, you know what I'm saying? And the only way they would have survived, they would have got behind Big Brother, juggernaut, if you will. So let me know what you all think about this story. It's a sad situation. And Big Brother, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I know you the mama of the group. You know how every group got that mama of the group. I know you the mama of the group. They would have listened to you, Brenda. Anyway, if you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, definitely subscribe to the channel. And also share the video with your stealing ass friends and your people who don't like to pay their bills. And also people who want to blame the restaurant for everything. Don't you hate when you go to the restaurant with people, they complain about every damn thing? You know what I'm saying? Well, I told them don't put cheese on it, but damn, they serve. Don't you see that sign up there? Over 1 billion served. So they got a lot of burgers they sell. Served. So they might not get your burger right. Just scrape the cheese off and keep it moving. Come on now. Anyway, y'all stay blessed. Let me know what you think about this video. I'm out.